Good morning, lovely people. I'm Ayo Jimmy. I just want to thank my fans, my follower, and everybody. I want to wish you Happy New Year in advance. But as we journey into the new year, there are certain things that we must have in our two bag. And one of these is how we manage our time. Peter Drucker once says, until we can manage time, we can't manage anything else. We, as a being, want to progress and we want to achieve things in life. And in order for us to achieve this, we set goals, we set targets, but very few people set time for the achievement of this target. What is time management? Time management, it's a methodological way of allotting our time to the process of achieving our goals. Time management gives us the opportunity to regulate and time chunk each and every activity that we want to achieve. As we're celebrating and working towards New Year, we all have the intention of setting a New Year resolution. My key question to you is, have you factored in the time to achieve that resolution that you're setting? Because time, it's an enhancing tools that will enable you to achieve that resolution that you set. The philosophy of discipline that we attach to time is so key in the achievement of our goals. Although nature plays its role, at times we often set the time to achieve things, but the uncontrollable tends to fall in our path. But that gives us the chance to imbibe and put in place flexibility. Flexibility into time as well is also key, because it enables us to readjust our setting and move back on the track of where we're going to. Time management is an essential tool that we have to start considering as we are journeying into the new year. Let's quickly have a look at the benefit of time managing our activity to be able to achieve our goals. One, when our activity is time managed, we put a time in place, it gives us the opportunity to make not only a better decision, a viable decision towards the achievement of that goal and a process of achieving it. A decision that is critical to our goal must have a time attached to it, because the time itself will tell us how this activity will be achieved, when it will be achieved, what process it will entail, and what resources will be needed. When we factor all this in, we are able to make a critical decision, a decision that is viable to the point of achievement. The second benefit of time managing our activity is that it gives us an opportunity to achieve more with less effort. Because when you put a process in place to achieve things and we follow it in a methodological form, it gives us an opportunity to mark out each and every activity that we have achieved. I've often said in some of my videos about to-do list, which is one of the things that features in my book, The 12 Virtues of the Extraordinary. Your to-do list is key because you must have a plan. Having a plan gives you an opportunity to direct your life. There's no building or structure that exists without a plan. You don't travel without a plan. If I'm an airline company and I ask you to start boarding my plane without telling you the direction, would you join the trip? So it's time. Time is key. Time is essential. Time is a tool that we must all imbibe in our day-to-day activities, because it will enable us not only to achieve our goal, but it will give us an opportunity to reduce the level of stress and pressure, which is what I'll be talking about in the techniques of time management. The third thing times give us an opportunity to do is it helps to reduce pressure and stress. Because when we manage our time effectively and we put procedure and process in place, things work in accordance to what we set it for. Although it does happen, like I said, that nature can take a twist on time. But our ability to become flexible give us the opportunity to amend our error and move back on the track because we are flexible. I often remember when I was doing my master's, one key thing about exams or writing to submit an assignment is there's a time aligned to it. Have we ever wondered why does the academic world align time to everything they do? Because it's a precious resource that is irreplaceable. So is time in our life. Fast forward to what I was saying regarding the submission of my assignment. Basically, I often set my target right from the start of the lecture by putting a time to it. This is the time that I'm going to set up to be able to do my research, and this is the time I'm going to start writing. This is the time I have to complete a certain part of the assignment, and when it is completed, this is how I'm going to put it in, and when everything has been finally packaged, this is how I'm going to submit. And having worked with this time, I find out that before the set time, I have almost 2 weeks relaxing period in which I have already completed the assignment, and I can go back into it and quality check it. Quality checking is one of the benefits that times also give us. It gives us time, opportunity to quality check our work and also to measure our performance. Are we doing what we're supposed to do? Are we doing it in the right time? And are we achieving? Because progress is part and parcel of our life. Because when we progress, we become more happy. And when we become happy, we pursue more goals. And we work towards what will lead our life to a success. We have to avoid being a victim of time. It is precious. It is an irreplaceable resource. But we must avoid being a victim of it. Let me ask you this question. Do a flashback to everything you've done in your life. Is there any that you've never attached a time to? Is there any that is not time bound? It is logical to believe that every of the activity that you have achieved in life is time bound. And I will ask you to replicate the process that you have used with time because it's key. Replication of implementing time into everything you do, which you have done previously in your life and it works for you, is still the same process because success leaves school and our ability to be able to pick it up by critically looking at things that work in our life and things that work in other people's life is so key. Because things that works in your life tells you a process and a method to which you're wired to achieve something. I hope you enjoy your new year, and I hope you enjoy the festive season as you celebrate. Let's quickly move into the third thing. But as you celebrate, make time your friend, not your enemy, because it's so key to the achievement of your New Year resolution that you are setting up. Let's quickly look at 3 techniques that will enable us to set our time effectively. One of the key techniques that will enable us to set our time effectively is to structure a master plan. Structuring a master plan, which should have in it the to-do list that previously discussed along the way. It must have a to-do list. Not only that, it must have a structural method of what do I want to achieve, how do I want to achieve it, what are the resources that I have in place, And not only that, and the embedment of time. We have to embed time in it so that we'll be able to set the target at the right time and eat it at the right time. The second thing, techniques for time management, is to prioritize our activity. I often made mention of the time chunking techniques. Prioritization gives us an opportunity to time chunk our activities. We are able to split them into bits, because when you break things into pieces, it gives you an opportunity to achieve them one after the other. And why do I say this? When we were young, there are certain things we do. Because I often look at my kids when they take a step to do things, which I might want you to observe with kids. They split it into bits and pieces, which is the way we are wired, which is the way our life is. I am saying the same thing to you now, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that you have to replicate the process that kids use to achieve a goal. Create that childlike curiosity in you. Split that activity into manageable chunk, and time chunk it for its achievement. The last but not the least, which is the third one, is to follow the lay down procedure. Follow the lay down master plan. Although there are times in life that we tend to set that goal and we deviate a little due to one thing or the other. Secondary activities of life. We are running after this, we are running after that. It's good to have that in our life because that's part of what makes it fun. But at the same time, let's quickly think and switch back on and get back on track to our future, and then imbibe the plan as it is laid down for us, or as we lay it down for ourselves as a master plan. As you journeyed it into the new year, I wish you a safe journey. And I will also ask you to ensure that within your journey, a time is set. And within your journey, you believe that time is essential. I'll see you in the new year.